While most brands are still focused on Top Secret, Liberty Walk, and the infamous Nissan R34 Skyline, these are going to be 10 different makes, models, and setups that we want to see turn into a diecast or a resin model starting right now. This is in no particular order, but the first one that we've got to go with is the June Auto Honda Civic EK9. Now, June Auto is known for their high performance caliber of cars. The EK9 is not the only one that they make. They've also done the Prelude, the Supra, the Skyline. There's plenty of versions, but if we can just start with the yellow and green livery version of the June Auto EK9, rocking the white Volks and even the eyelids, that would be absolutely amazing. Next up, we have the Signal Auto Nissan Skyline with its wild and aggressive setup. This is one that we definitely want to see in a larger scale or a miniature scale model car. Although it is yet another R34 Skyline, I think if a lot of people have the tooling already, this could maybe be a little bit of an easier upgrade that they can do to be able to bring this to life. Next up, we have the Honda S2000 ASM. Now, ASM, back when they had a special event, I wasn't sure if it's Tokyo Auto Salon or something in Japan, where ASM did do a 43 scale version. Now, 43 scale is super popular in Japan, but for us, we would love to see this in a 64 or even a larger 18 scale car. ASM is all about the lightweight parts, a lot of the aerodynamic body kits, and making sure that they are a time attack beast, but definitely something that we would like to see released worldwide. Next up, we have another time attack beast. This one is going to be the Pan Speed Mazda RX-7. Super aggressive, super wide body. The yellow and the racing livery on this just screams insanity. And keeping the rotary spirit alive, this is one of the legendary RX-7 tuning shops. So to be able to see this in a scaled version would be amazing for Mazda RX-7 enthusiasts. Now, I'm going to actually double dip on this one, but we're going to need the Honda NSX JGTC Takata version. Now, we've seen this in an NO64 with the Pandem wide body kit. To me, that just didn't look right, but to be able to see a true scaled version of this car to be released in a 64, 18, or any scale size is really going to be awesome. Now, they have done this in an older versions of, I think with Auto Art and maybe Ibero has done this before, but to get a re-release, a wider release through one of the major brands, but we've got to have the livery, we've got to have the green wheels, and we've got to have this in our hands in a small scale. By double dipping, I would also like to see a Mugen Honda NSX Concept RR version. Now, this was actually Mugen's take on the NSX with an ultra wide body kit, and I think they only made it in like a white version if I'm not mistaken. It's got the dual exhaust coming out of the rear bumper, but this thing has a catalog of Mugen parts slapped onto the NSX body. So definitely a one of a kind and iconic with the NSX community. So to be able to see this in a scaled version would be a dream come true for some NSX fans. Now, the Altezza community can definitely feel for me on this one, and the one I'm gonna bring up is the HKS full carbon fiber aero time attack version of the Altezza. Now, this car, I have not seen anyone even touch it before. It is iconic. When it was first introduced back in the day, we were just fumbling through magazines at that time. There was no social media or anything like that, but this thing was a wide body beast. And if I'm not mistaken, they turned this Altezza into a record-breaking beast at the track. So full carbon aero, it's gotta have those gold wheels as well, and that big, huge aero wing in the back. But to see a 64 scale, 18 scale would be absolutely amazing, especially with the details and accuracy that they can do nowadays. To be able to get a scaled version of this would be an epic release for Toyota IS300 Altezza collectors worldwide. Next up, we have a top secret version, but this one is actually going to be the top secret V12 Supra version. Some of you guys may be familiar with this one with like the weird headlights at the front, not the ones that we're used to on the Supra, but this would be another legendary release. I mean, if you're going to do the top secrets thing, you might as well do the whole lineup, especially when it comes to the Supra setup from Top Secret. This is the one that had the Ray wheels, it's the one that had the V12 engine in it, but Top Secret, we already know, one of the biggest aftermarket tuning companies. So to be able to see this and maybe complete the collection of everything that came out might be the one that puts the icing on the cake. Next up, we have another R34, but this is one that I don't know why nobody has made this. This is the Blitz Autobond version. So this was built with the purpose of just being a straight up horsepower monster. It's got that gray metallic finish. It's got the over fenders on there. So very simple on the outside. It's got the livery, of course, but definitely a household name when it comes to performance for Nissan Skylines. And to be able to see this in a smaller scale would be amazing for those Nissan Skyline collectors. As if they don't have enough already, let's fill in the blanks with some of these ones that they have missed so far. And the last one we have here is the Honda S2000 Amuse. Now, I know we mentioned the ASM S2000, but the S2000 actually does deserve the Amuse version of this as well. Amuse Powerhouse transformed the S2000 into a seriously sick setup with its wide body kit. It also had the pearl paint job, but this is definitely one that I think tugs on the strings of nostalgia from back in the day, especially when we saw those pictures of it graced across magazines and online after that. But I would love to have this in an 18 scale, and I'm sure S2000 fans can also agree that something like that to be able to put on our shelves would be a great masterpiece. Now, if you stayed this long, I actually have a bonus version for you. So the number 11 bonus version is going to be the Honda Civic EK9 Feels Civic hatchback. This is actually a hatchback that we here in the States remember from LJ Garcia days with his yellow wide body and then purple wide body version, but something that we remember, and I would love to see this in a 18 scale or 64 scale to be able to release worldwide. Even in Japan, it was a big deal. They had a full catalog of it with all the parts, the aggressive arrow, the spoiler on the hatch, the widened fenders, and actually a personal project of mine in real life. This is something that may come to fruition from me, but stay tuned and we'll see what happens. Well, there you have it, guys. That's gonna be my list of things that I think they should consider. There's a whole slew of things, of course, that I missed. Please leave those down in the comments below of the ones that you feel should be added to this list. Of course, I'm mainly focused on the JDM side of things. It's only a matter of time before these brands actually will create some of these things. So we look forward to seeing it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.